Good afternoon, Vice Forecaster JD Rapp with you in the USA Severe Weather Network Center. We have another tornado warning in process right now, so let's go right back to Storm Commander and sort this out. New tornado warning in process. We'll zoom into this tornado warning that goes into effect. We have a new tornado. This other tornado warning in effect at 7 p.m. for eastern Lincoln County out here in Kentucky. At 6:39, a severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado was located near Stamford, moving north at 25 miles an hour. Hazard tornado. So if you live in Stamford, South Fork, Bonneville, King Mountain, Drome, Granville, Rawlin, Halls, Malwood, or Blue Link. So this is a tornado warning, radar indicated tornado. We do not have one on the ground, and looks like some pretty decent shear there. So if you're in the warning, now it's time to seek shelter. Get to the lowest floor of the building. Put many walls between you as possible. This is a tornado warning that runs through about it's like 7 p.m. So we could be seeing a possible tornado, radar indicated tornado with that one. And we also have a tornado warning down here. We'll zoom down here for a little bit. And this tornado warning that goes in effect for the National Weather Service in Nashville, Central, Colbert County, and Mint, Tennessee. At 5:42, a severe thunderstorm is located. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 25 miles north of located over Crossesonville, moving at 25 miles an hour. Hazard tornado. So this tornado storm will be near Interstate Springs. This includes Interstate 40 between miles mark 314 and 321. Take cover immediately. This is a tornado warning. We'll zoom over here. This storm is very tight, folks. Red next to green, so we could be dealing with a possible tornado in the Crossesonville area. Fairfield Grade School down here in parts of Kentucky. You're not in it. You're on the edge of it, but this is some very strong rotation. So you definitely need to be in your tornado safe spot. Go to the lowest floor of your home. Put many walls between you as possible now. This is a tornado warning that runs in effect into around... So we'll check here. No any more pictures of damage coming in, but this storm really has some pretty decent tight of rotation again. So we'll pull up for hail. There could be a little bit of hail with that. Not enough to cause any damage, but you can see no debris quite yet. We have to get that debris ball in the air. And I thought I saw some couplets forming. There's another one. So any couplet tonight can get the action together. You're going to get a spin up. This is very tight rotation there, folks. And yeah, that could be producing a possible tornado with the storm. And we'll switch back to radar. That is very tight. So we could be getting a tornado near Crossville down here in Kentucky. So this is a storm that really concerns me, folks. That could produce a tornado. And like I said, so we definitely need to be aware of any of these cells that do to form today. And we're on air. I'm checking live beads here and see how things are going. And I believe flooding is going to be a big concern with this. With the situation. And just looking at the radar and look at this. Goodness gracious. Starting to get some very tight rotation with this. So we'll check the next scans. See if we have any of a tornado on the ground or anything. And we don't have, there's a little bit of hail with this, but echo tops are into the orange, so they could be getting strong with this. So 2 tornado warnings are in process. One appears in effect for Lincoln County, and that will expire at 6 p.m. So definitely there could be some spin, and there is even another spin trying to spin up again, just south of this area. There's another marker. Let me check in with that. Trying to spin, so we could be getting 2 circulations. So this tornado warning just south of Crossville down here and Lake Tatassa area. You're not under warning, but this storm will move towards the north part of Karasata and up toward this area. That's where the strongest part of the storm is. So that is some very tight rotation, and we'll back out. So, like I said, these storms are going to be possibility of rain-wrapped tornadoes. That means when you get a rain-wrapped tornado, you're not going to see it coming. You want to probably just see rain. So you definitely need, excuse me, get the shelter, go to the lowest floor of your home. Like I said, put a mattress between you, a mattress. Make sure you put many walls between you as possible. Do not go out there and take any photos of this tornado. Just get the shelter, because once you do go out there and try to take photos, you could be too late on this. So this is a tornado warning that goes into effect into about 6:15, and one runs through 6 p.m. So back to radar. We'll zoom in again and check out this. Now we got a yellow marker, and that's part of Crossville down here. You can see that strong sign of rotation there, and it's still spinning quick. These storms are going to have some pretty tight rotation, and the hail fret looks okay, but the echo tops are starting to get into the orange, so that it's decent amount. And you can, looking at sheared, it's very tight today. We could be dealing with a possible tornado. All right, Fairfield Grade School, you're not in this down in Kentucky, but if you're in Crossville, you need to be shaking shelter now. Very strong storm down south of here, and this storm earlier just now starting to tide up more, and just getting several reports coming in of flash flooding. And I'll switch back to our local radar, and you can see we did have one report coming in of a few trees were down in the community. This would be Morgan, Alabama area. So that just tells you we had one report of hail today. I mean, these storms can produce lots of hail reports coming in. And you can see how fast these lines of storms develop this afternoon. We get this in the summertime. A lot of times we get this. I'm checking my computer here and see what we have. So looking through my photos just to make sure we don't have any tornado photos, and right now we don't. So that's some good news. We don't have any. But like I said, this is what we've been talking about. I haven't mentioned in there always that fall setup tornado. Here we are in October, and we're seeing tornado warnings a lot. This can happen. All right, Jacob gave me a bulletin, so let me check that out while we're on, and see what we have here. Send it to my phone, to the page. Let's see, that runs through 6:15 for Central Caribbean, Tennessee area, so thank you, Jacob. Keep the color in orange. I think that's what we need to go to low priority feeds today. So we have a tornado warning that goes in effect through about switch back to radar, and you can see that warning goes in effect through 6:15. So we'll zoom in once again, and you can see very strong rotation. You get the tops of these storms, and that is very tight rotation. We could be dealing with a possible tornado with the storm. So I mean, if you're in this area, you definitely need to be shaking your tornado precaution area and just to get away from the windows. Switch back here to our tools, our dual pole, and see there could be some yellow. That could be indicate if there's something in the field out there. And checking with our no report of anything on the ground. And this still is booking around 25 miles an hour. And this storm up here by Sanford area. Now this one is giving me a little more concern. This one is producing some very large hail. Could be producing up to 1-inch hail with it. And it's still moving at 15 miles an hour. And you can see the echo tops are pretty in the moderate category. And that's something we always have to watch. So if you're in Sanford area, you need to be you need to be taking your tornado precaution areas right now. And you definitely need to be, if you in some rest area, you're okay. If you're in Mount Vernon over here in Kentucky, you're okay. You're not in the warning as right now. But this storm is little showers developing today are been producing brief tornadoes. See, we're not talking about your long track tornadoes that we get into the spring. And somebody said here, you're doing a good job. And I said thank you. Just a second here. Trying to read some of the Alright, so tornado warning, I'm just getting and you can get some strong downbursts of wind sometimes and possibility of some very heavy rain. Alright, just checking here on my live feeds here a minute and see what we got. We'll be having some advisories get canceled eventually, and we will eventually sign back off. So back to radar once again, see what we got. Still tornado warning that goes in effect into 6:15. But when the first one gets expired, we'll probably sign off because we're not getting any damage reports. But yeah, look at this. Goodness gracious, folks. This is very tight rotation, so we still could be getting a possible tornado with this. So if you live in Crossville down here in Tennessee, you need to be in a tornado safe spot. This storm giving me signs of some pretty strong rotation. And looking at different things, very tight, and the echo tops are just in the right center of part of it, and you're getting some very large, maybe some large hail with things. So we want to be with you for a little bit longer since we got tornado warnings in process right now. And let's see. Alright, the National Weather Service just issued another tornado warning, so we will be staying with you for a little while probably. So let me take a look at this here. Alright, tornado warning, north central Lincoln County and central Kentucky, western Grainger County and central Kentucky, eastern Bowie County and central Kentucky to about 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time. At 6:58, Smith Energy capable of producing a tornado is located near Sanford, moving north at 20 miles an hour. Hazards, tornado with the storm. So if you live in Danielville, take cover. If you live in Danielville, you're in this tornado warning, so get the shelter. If you live in any of these communities, you definitely need to go to the lowest floor of a building, put many walls between you as possible, put a mattress between you. Bike helmet would always protect yourself from flying debris. We have a tornado warning that goes through 7:30. We have no confirmed report of a tornado, but these are going to be like brief tornadoes. They'll briefly go up and they briefly could spin up pretty quick. So we're still on the air with you. We've been on for almost about 15 minutes with you. We having tornado warnings are continuing to be issued. So tornado warning in effect for and this will include part of the Sanford area, and you can see some hail. Look at this, goodness gracious, starting to get very large hail, over 1 inch. So definitely that's still quarter size hail, and that's still gonna cause some problems. And there's another cell trying to form, and just checking for we see any debris with this, any debris aloft. So you definitely know we don't see that. So this could be another radar indicated tornado, and even if you don't see a tornado with this, you could be dealing with some damage and straight line winds that could cause some problems. And this storm over here is still giving me very strong rotation. This runs through 6:15. If this continues to tide up, folks, we could be seeing another possible tornado warning with that sail if it continues to tide up like that. So we probably want to stay with you as long as we have a tornado warning with the sail, or at least slows down. I'm just looking on here on Twitter feed, not Twitter feed, my phone, on Facebook, and see if we have any new information that's coming in at the desk. And we don't have any new information. Forecaster Jacob has been on with us and passing along information. Still looks like that is very tight, so we could be still seeing another tornado warning with this, so we'll check that out. And any of these sails, doesn't matter what sail, it could form it. The environment it is today is what's going to cause these brief spin-ups. And I still think this one in Fairfield's very, not Fairfield, but Crossville down here in Tennessee is very tight. So we'll check in with the next update, and you can see very tight rotation with that storm. And we're not getting any new reports coming in. Just checking for the hail. Very large hail with this, over 1 inch. So that's something we always have to watch. Just checking some new storms developing in parts of western Kentucky right now. Parts of Murray and by the Cadiz area. I don't see any sheared, but I'm going to check for hail. And there it is starting to go up for a little bit of a hail count. But that's something we always have to watch. So if you just joined us, we have a tornado warning. And part of Fairfield, Grayskull, on the edge of it, down here in part of Tennessee, is impacted by this. We're getting these spin-up tornadoes, and they move in different ways. That's why you get the counterclock rotation. That's why you get a low-pressure system. You get these spin-ups, and the sunshine. We've been getting a lot of sunshine, and that's never helping when you get sunshine. So tornado warning continues for almost about 6:15. So we need to be continuing to watch that. Since we're not getting any new reports coming in, I probably want to take a break. We'll pop on if there's any new tornado warnings, because like I said, we all need to keep things updated. We'll continue to pop on and break in as we think there's a light fretting situation.